Hey, what's up, y'all? What's poppin' with cracking? It's D. About to react to this vid by Tells title. YouTuber facing 10 years in prison for derailing a train. What? I am glad that these YouTubers, these streamers, are getting, time for their crimes because they do anything for views, and you just cannot be out here being a menace to society, affecting people's lives. Anybody get hurt? Like, what the fuck? You can't be doing this just for attention and clicks and views online. Like, what? Send them to jail. Let's see what's happening, though. Let's watch.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Oh my god, are they okay?
Well, a teenager was just accused for derailing a train for a YouTube video. That was definitely not on my 2024 bingo card, but let's be real, not a lot of the other stuff was either. But today we're going to take a look at the YouTube channel called Capital City Rail Productions, which is a small train spotting channel ran by a teenager in Nebraska. And allegedly, he wasn't only spotting, he was getting his hands a little dirty as well. Because in April 2024, in Bennett, Nebraska, a train went onto the wrong track and collided with a standstill car, causing the train to derail. This YouTuber was conveniently there in the middle of nowhere with his camera set up on a tripod to film it all. Unfortunately, the derailment caused about $350,000 in damages, which sounds low. I would assume it would be way higher if you derail a train. But naturally, the teenager uploaded a whole video of this, and this is what he said happened.
I would like to take the time to set the stage for the fateful incident that we will be discussing today. On Sunday, April 21st, just after 7 p.m., a empty Arbor coal train was heading back from the Nebraska City power plant. As it passed through Bennett, it had a defective coal car that it needed to be taken out of the train. The crew decides to place it in the rip track just inside of Bennett, going across the main road, between the grain elevator and the main railroad crossing.
Okay, so I had to look up what these terms actually mean, but a rip track is a repair and place track. That is not the main or normal track, so what the prosecutors are alleging here is that the YouTuber did this. I couldn't really think of a better way to explain it than this trolley problem meme, but in this case, just ignore the people. Top one is the rip track, bottom one is the normal or the main track. YouTuber allegedly flipped the switch and moved the main train onto the rip track instead of letting it continue down the main track, and because it went onto the rip track, collided with that empty car. What an incredibly stupid thing to do. Like, what is the upside here? A viral YouTube video? I guess that is the upside for a lot of the people we cover here, but still, the bar's low. I didn't realize we're just gonna keep going lower. But obviously, his story is a little bit different though, so let's hear what he has to say.
The crew did this and set a switch in a manner that they can park the car, set up a portable derailleur, and then continue their journey. Unbeknownst to them, they completely neglected to reset the switch to its original position.
How would he know that? One would hope there's some protocols there to avoid that, but the fact that it happened in the first place shows that there's some things to address here.
On the evening of Monday the 22nd, just after 5 p.m., as I was driving home from work along Highway 2, there was a loaded Arbor that I spotted. The train came into Bennett just after 6 p.m. Unbeknownst to the crew of the loaded Arbor coal train, the switch was still set incorrectly. Meanwhile, the parked defective coal car remained stationary on its correct track as the loaded Arbor speeds along its route.
Wrap this up, nerd!
It hurls towards the coal car, and with a deafening crash, the two trains collide, sending shock waves through the tranquil town. Despite the chaos, miraculously, the crew emerges from the collision completely unharmed, though undoubtedly shaken by the ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, that is probably horrifying as a conductor. Suddenly you just veer off the main track, and it's not like you could just stop a freight train on a dime. But that was the teenager's side of the story, and obviously the train crashes, which he filmed.
Oh my freaking god! Oh my god, are they okay?
But this is not...
Okay, so this Arbor just hit a defective car, apparently, and is now on the ground. Badly. Switch was thrown wrong. It looks like they hit a derail or something.
Again, how does he know this on the spot? I get that he probably lives for trains, and it's not impossible for him to know, but it's definitely suspicious. And that's exactly what the prosecutors thought as well. So here in an NBC News article, it says a Nebraska teenager has been charged with 2 felony counts of criminal mischief after he was accused of causing a train to derail, recording the crash and posting the video on YouTube, according to court records. The 17-year-old was charged in Lancaster County Juvenile Court on Wednesday, but prosecutors have filed a motion to have the case transferred to adult court. That would be really bad for him. An investigator with BNSF Railway said in court documents that the teenager alerted authorities to the derailment and asked the investigator who arrived what caused the crash. She is accused of tampering with a rail and causing 2 locomotives and 5 loaded BNSF cars to jump the rails in Bennett on April 21st. It's my birthday, let's go. So I was celebrating my 27th birthday, and this kid was derailing trains in Nebraska. The more you know. While the rail cars remain upright, one crashed into an empty coal car, causing $350,000 in damage. An investigator for the rail company said in court records, the train conductor told a BNSF investigator that the misaligned switch led to the crash, and the padlock that was supposed to be attached to the switch was missing. You're telling me a switch to derail a train is guarded with a padlock? Okay, we'll get back to that. The teenager who reported the derailment to authorities approached an investigator after the crash and asked what caused it. When the investigator said it was undetermined, he responded that obviously a switch was flipped the wrong way. According to court records, he told the investigator that he was a train enthusiast and showed him the video he had shot of the derailment. The teen denied trespassing in the area and tampering with the switch, but the investigator pointed out the documents that he knew where the switch was and how it worked, naturally. Authorities later discovered that a tripod had been set up near the accident site just 4 minutes before the train derailed. 4 minutes! So it's not like he was there all day. 4 minutes before the crash. This is not looking good, but it's about to get worse for him. So I found another article that goes a little bit more into detail. When authorities said they did not know the cause of the derailment, the boy said obviously a switch was flipped the wrong way. An investigator with BNSF Railway found the padlock supposed to be attached to the switch was missing, indicating tampering. But 3 days later, a BNSF investigator obtained CCTV footage showing a 1996 Buick Park Avenue in the vicinity with the same teenager walking towards the switch at the south end of the tracks. According to the affidavit, the teen was later recorded returning to his vehicle. Okay, so they have him 3 days prior to the event, going up to the switch, and I guess messing around with it. Then they have him 4 minutes before the train wreck, him setting up his tripod and camera, aiming it at the correct spot. It doesn't look good for him at all. Okay, so they're currently filing a motion to transfer the case to adult court, and if they succeed in doing so, his punishment can increase substantially. If they actually succeed, it's up to a $20,000 fine, the cost of the damages, and up to 20 years in prison for each count. Currently, he's facing 2 times criminal mischief charges, which each can result in a fine up to $125,000 and or up to 5 years in prison for each count. So my understanding is he's currently facing 10 years in prison currently. But my main question is, how can this happen? How is it so easy to derail a train?
Yeah, that's concerning. I just rode a few trains when I was in Europe. So, I mean, is it the same case with those type of trains as well? That you could just easily derail them willy-nilly if you know where to go and what to do exactly? That's very concerning, very scary. But yeah, this little boy is stupid. You stayed around after you did the crime. Start talking to the investigators. Basically revealing that you know a little too much about what's going on, and you was just so conveniently there recording everything. You're stupid. You deserve all the years that you get. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.